Hello, hi. My name's Darren Bignell. Singer, songwriter, entertainer. I have a band currently, a Darren band. We've been a band since probably 2015, 2014, I would say. And in around that time, this pretty much when I wrote this song that you probably listened to by now. It's a song called Genocide. But at first, when I first wrote it, it happened. Um, it happened when the Truth and Reconciliation Commission started. It was in around that 2014, 2015 year, and a lot of the stories that we're watching on the news revolved around, our survivors talking about, their experiences in the residential school system. I don't even know if you can call it a school system. It was more like almost like a penitentiary kind of thing. And it was hard, for me it was hard personally. It hit me, my mom went to residential school, and a lot of our elders on our community went to residential school. So I sat back and I thought, wonder what it would be like, wonder what it was like, hearing stories from my mom and hearing stories on the news about these elders really bringing up emotional scars, and something like that to bring up after all these years. So I thought, what would it be like? What was it like? So then I started with just a simple a chord, D chord, and I started, in my brain. Usually the song and the guitar comes first, and then I know what I want to say, so I just started saying it, right? And that's how it evolved. So at first I thought, well, I want to draw a picture first. I want to paint a picture and show that what it was like when the first settlers came, because you got to remember that we were already here, right, in this vast land with untouched resources. So that's kind of where the first part of the song is. It's describing how our elders and our past leaders would recognize how there was going to be more of them coming, and how to deal with that, right? They had their own governments back then, and they thought, well, how do we prepare? They weren't prepared. They couldn't prepare themselves. So that was the first half of the song. And then there's this kind of a second part of the song where, I thought, what happened when, my mom was, a child in the remote communities, those elders, where I pictured a float plane landing on the dock because all our communities were by the water. And I pictured a float plane and all the kids being excited to come and see them. See this plane that they rarely ever see, and they come flocking out, and out comes these like a minister or a nun or somebody like that, or RCMP, somebody from the government. And little did they know that they were there to take them away. It painted such a sad scene in my brain that I wonder what those kids were told. So in the second half of the song, "Come with me, little man, come with me, little girl," we got something to show you. It's so grand. It was all just a lie, right? And that's what I said in the song. This is what they said in lies. So then that was the end of the song. That's where I kind of finished writing it, and I had it for probably 4 years. And then, they started discovering these small graves, unmarked graves, and the stories went on. They knew about it. So then I brought the song back, and I knew I had to write a second verse to it. So, and then I thought about past histories where in recent times, like the Oka crisis, stuff like that, where we're protesting. They call it protesting. Our people are there to protect the land, right? And we were seen as what do you call that? People that are rioting or demonstrating, but yet we were just there to protect the land. That's all it was. And we got arrested and disbanded, and taken to court. When you hear the chant, that part, I don't know what it was, but as I was playing, I didn't have nothing, and it sounded really good, you know. And I wanted to play it like there was a drum going, right? So then, what would they say? What would they say? So I just had my eyes closed, and out came that chant. I've never heard it before, and no one's ever heard it before, really, not like that, anyway. And so I just took that, and that part there signifies, you know, our voices coming back to life, right? Our strength in numbers. That's how, when we gather and we show and we sing our songs with the drum, it shows power and unity, and, you know, we're still here. And that's basically how the song came about. It's a powerful song. I really love it. I love singing it, and I like listening to it too. So that's the song called Genocide. And, you know, when you were first recording it in the studio, the producer asked me, okay, we had it down, we had everything down, the tracks, the guitar tracks, the drum tracks. And then it came time to save it in his program, and he turned around and he goes, okay, what's the song called? It sounds like you're singing about a genocide, he says. And he says, well, I don't know, just label it Genocide for now and see if I come up with a title. And, you know, it stuck. It stuck, right? And it was always, since that moment, we've known it as Genocide. And that's basically what the story's about. It's about our people experiencing a genocide.